you to everyone who supported last month's video and social media posts and everything that we did.
To all of you.
This is a whole new experience for the both of us, but it's super fun. Yeah, so this month we had decided to read Matchmaking for Beginners.
Yes.
That was the book we picked for October, which I believe was perfect.
Perfect book for October. Perfect.
Yes.
Just the right amount of magic that you would want on a spooky month.
Yes. So if you don't like spooky but you still want magic, this book is perfect. And it actually, like I think you mentioned, it starts during the fallish time.
It starts during fall anyways. I would place it like in the end of summer, beginning of fall.
So we get Marnie, and she is about to be married to Noah. And they're about to be married, and then she meets Noah's great aunt Blix, which is a really cool name.
A way cool name.
So Blix, she meets Blix at a family get together, and she's like the super eccentric, out there, super love the universe kind of person. And she meets Marnie, and they have a connection. Kind of like a friendship, past life, kindred spirits. And I think she kind of takes Marnie under her wing a little bit.
Very little.
She already feels off the bat that even though it's her grandnephew, Noah is not the person for Marnie.
She says that off the bat. The book alternates between their points of views. And this is not a spoiler. It's part of the description. When you read it in the back, Blix passes away.
Yes.
But during the first couple of chapters, there's an alternating point of view, and Blix right off the bat says there's no sparks between those two. They're not destined to be together.
Yes. I guess it's good to note that Blix is a matchmaker.
She's a matchmaker.
Like a legit matchmaker.
No, like
she sees connections between people, and I'm like, can she be
reads
real?
Auroras of people. Blix, we need you.
She's a natural matchmaker, and she actually sees that in Marnie. Marnie feels that too. Marnie didn't know that was an actual thing.
Right.
Is that matchmaking isn't, you can actually see the connections. She is, they meet, and then months go past. They end up getting married, Noah and Marnie, after a lot of mishaps.
Oh my god. It's a disaster.
The signs were there. The writing was on the wall. They ignored it. They went through with it, even though Blix said not to go through with it. But either way, they went through it. Then, again, not a spoiler, they end their marriage.
Yes. It's all part back here. Like, this is... Blix passes away, and Marnie's marriage is horrible. It just...
It ends. It's bad.
Yes.
But... all through that process, she maintains some sort of contact with Blix.
Yes.
And Blix, already seeing that she's going to die soon, because she's very, very old, she knows that she's going to die soon, she accepts it.
She's aware of it, she accepts it, she's okay.
Passes the mantle on to Marnie, and has her inherit her house in Brooklyn. Houses this wide array of colorful characters in the house.
The house itself has apartments where people are tenants there. And she has opened her home to these people. Each person has their own little backstory, their own little arc, their own personality, and they all are just a smosh posh of people living in the house.
And so when Blix passes away, she gives the apartment to Marnie, and she says one of the conditions is that she has to live there for 3 months. So Marnie has to live there for 3 months, and then you can kind of guess she grows through those 3 months. She goes through a lot of ups and downs, getting to know the characters who live there, falling in love, falling out of love.
That internal growth that she goes through, a lot of the fails, a lot of the good things, because you have to remember Marnie herself is a little bit bewitching. She's a little bit of a witch herself, like Blix was. So she's constantly encountering these little magical moments constantly. Whether she's calling out couples or not, she's always seeing the magic of the city of Brooklyn. But she swore that she did not want to stay in the house.
Yes, she did.
But you see her slowly falling in love with the city, with the house that she's in, with the people that she meets.
She makes friends with everybody. And this is with her... Not really another spoiler. She does, when her marriage ends, she goes back to Florida. To live with her family for a while.
Florida!
Right? And she feels like, you know, she can get used to this. Like, she kind of makes a life for herself there. But then this happens. And then Blix did tell her in the beginning that she has this extraordinary life waiting for her.
Yes.
And she didn't expect it.
Honestly, Marnie, all she wanted was an ordinary life. A house with the lawn, with the fence.
I think they actually mentioned that a lot of times. She wants that.
She wants that. Because I think she's always acknowledged that she's a little bit spectacular. That's the best way I can put it, because I like eccentric people. And she wants the opposite of that. She wants to be tied down to a normal family. So in order to reject all of that, she wants to find the normal of all of it. Blix has her heart set that no, you have an extraordinary life waiting for you. And so that's part of the whole magic of the book too. Her accepting this kind of fate.
And so many hijinks.
Oh my god.
This book, so many things happen. I imagine it kind of like a sitcom.
I can see it as like, a show, as a Netflix movie.
Kind of like, it kind of gave me Gilmore Girl vibes.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
And even like the Valentine's Day movies. You know, like Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, where a lot of different characters. Each character has their own story. Somehow these people, you know, you meet this person has a story, is actually the dad of this. Like, it's kind of like those kind of movies. That's what it really reminded me of.
It was super sweet. It was, you know, loving. It was a great book to read at this time of year. It kind of, the beginning is a little bit slow.
I will say that. I
Disclaimer,
have to agree.
Beginning is definitely slow.
If you can tough it out, those first slow moving chapters, you're going to be very pleased with the rest.
Exactly. So, first one is Sexy Factor.
This is not an overtly sexy book.
No, not at all.
It does have the scenes, right? It has scenes. They're not
explicit
or explicit.
No, they're actually, I don't think they really describe them at all.
No, it's very tame.
It's kind of like,
it alludes to the fact.
It alludes to the fact. It does say that, she enjoys it.
Yes.
I'd probably give it like on a 1 to 5 scale, I think I'd probably give it like a 2.
2?
Yeah, because again, it's implied, it's said plenty of times. I mean, even Blix likes it.
Even
Blix definitely talks about it a lot too. So, masculinity factor?
There was no toxic masculinity. There was, this book is one of those books where you hear a lot of arcs, a lot of point of views from other people, and everyone's flawed in this book.
I guess the only person I can say was probably maybe like a little bit toxic, maybe Noah. I agree. I would probably put him on the scale of like a little bit more toxic. He's like the guy that I could see myself attracted to him, because he's like really worldly, he likes to travel, he's a teacher, he's like handsome. She mentions that he has a nice butt.
Extremely charismatic. Draws you into his trap of charisma kind of guy.
But like, I wouldn't want to date him because he seems like he would be totally playing you.
No, yeah. He seems like an opportunist, always jumping on someone's idea, someone's hard work. So at the end of the day, he would not be a good person to date.
So Jeremy, her
in-betweener before she finds true love.
Yeah, like kind of like the rebound.
Yes.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah, he's a rebound.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad, but he was kind of like, he came on too strong.
He's like something else.
He's kind of like wimpy.
Yeah, when you see her falling for him, you're kind of like, no, Marnie, don't fall for this guy.
I'm kind of like, okay, but not really.
Because he's a safe bet.
Noah, toxic. Jeremy,
blase.
So, lady part count?
There's
none.
Nothing's explicit, so no lady parts get named any bizarre names in this book.
Yes, no, none at all. I couldn't find any. Because, it's all very vague.
A movie rating, what would you say?
I think I would give it a PG-13.
I agree, PG-13.
A PG-13 just because it was, I feel like it's very, like, fair. Like, I feel it's like a sitcom, honestly. It was, I can imagine it being divided into episodes where, like, one episode
oh my god, yes.
Yeah, right? Like, I feel like one episode would be, like, her and, like, the wedding, and then the next episode would be her, like, when she moves back to Florida, and then one episode would be when she, like, first gets to Brooklyn, and then the next episode would be, like, the Halloween episode, and then the Thanksgiving episode.
The Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so It's not explicit, so there's not really anything. So it's perfect for television.
Yes.
Because there's not really.
It's safe to watch around the kid.
Yeah. And then swoon-worthy moments.
There were so many. I mean, when there are confessions of people being in love with each other, that is gorgeous, right?
Yes, that was sweet.
When Marnie finally gets a confession of love from a certain someone that you're going to read later on. But also, swoon-worthy, I would put that every time that Blix did an inspirational quote. Any of the other supporting characters that are just talking about life and being philosophical about it, I felt swoon-worthy. You know? I'm like, oh gosh, like I love that quote. It makes me feel strengthened.
Yes, yeah. I think my swoon-worthy moments were when she was experiencing growth. And I think we mentioned, you know, there's different people in the book as well that go through their own love stories.
Yes.
And you kind of like root for those characters as well.
You do.
So when they have their moment,
they reach their moment, their beautiful plateau. You're just like, oh,
you're happy.
You get the chills. You get happy. That adds to the coziness of this book. This book was so cozy, so cozy. You just want to read it with a little blanket and just swoon and go on and laugh.
So comedic relief
alludes to comedic relief.
It was funny.
It's a funny read. Because Blix, she's so eccentric.
Oh my gosh,
you have to laugh at her little cutesy witchy ways. Marnie's so eccentric. When you put characters like that are so lively, they go through their silly moments and it's just so good. Yeah.
Yes. I do want to share one of my favorite quotes from the book.
Please,
I have it on my phone. And it says, me. The submersive truth about love is that it really is the big deal everyone makes it out to be, and is not some form of security or an insurance policy against loneliness. It's everything love is. It runs the whole universe. And that's Blix saying that.
I got chills.
She definitely gives such good wisdom, and she really is confident in like knowing that everything's just going to turn out the
every
way
step she
turn
takes
out.
She does not question it. She enters a room, she walks on the sidewalk with purpose, and she knows that everything is supposed to be as is. Embrace this turmoil, embrace this good part, embrace this you are who are you're meant to be right at this moment. People that is afraid of romance, this is something good to start off with, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely, because it's not just, I mean,
it's not just like
exactly, there you go. Like I said, I really think if someone wants to make a show, please make this into a show.
Yes.
I want to see
Reese Witherspoon. Hey.
There you go. But alright, everybody, thank you so much. I hope that if you read this book, you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yes.
If you read any other books or you want us to read any other books, please go ahead and let us know.
Let us know. We're on Instagram. Let us know in the comments below. We are so down to read books. We have a big list and we can still fit a lot of other choices.
Oh yes, definitely. We have a lot of books we want to read, so definitely share them with us. But thank you so much for joining us today.
Bye.